timing.
Right. You know, a question about process, and this is, you know, some people say that in order to, you know, the 10,000 hours thing, like you have to force yourself to do it every day. That's how you get better. That's how you improve. And then sometimes it's like, well, just when you're feeling like you want to create music, you create music. What side of that argument are you on?
I would probably err on the side of do it even when you don't want to. Do something even when you don't want to.
So you feel like there's a small aspect of like force yourself to make things sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes,
But that can be hard because like
it can be really hard.
That's part of the reason why I sometimes get upset with I still write all the time, and you know I do that. I mean, like, you know, it's half a verse here. It's just when it's for me it's only when I'm feeling it. You know, I can't force myself to do it anymore. I can force myself to, you know what I mean, like work on this kind of stuff, whatever. But like I always felt like for me, it only worked when I was feeling it, you know? So it's just a different perspective. But why
I think
do you
it depends.
Yeah.
For me, I am a creative for my livelihood. I live off of the things that I create. I do professional improv. I'm an actor. I've been in movies and TV shows and yada, 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 and I make music. All of that, they're all different ways that I'm creating, that I'm constantly, you know, connecting to that spiritual part of myself. We had a teacher in high school, because we went to high school together. We had a teacher in high school. We had a teacher in high school who said that, I remember this so vividly. He said that there's some theologians who believe that being creative, that expressing yourself is as close as you can get to actually talking to God.
Yeah, that's
that
wild.
You are opening up a channel from God to be expressing what you have. We went to a Catholic high school.
Yeah.
If you didn't pick that up, and hence the Kairos cross in your neck.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't bring mine. I don't like to travel with it.
Yeah.
So in my mind, being creative is connecting to something on a higher power, something spiritual, something inside of yourself that I feel called to create.
Right.
I feel this need, this knack. And when I'm not feeling like creating, I think it's important to still take inventory of the things that I have to create and start doing those little things. I don't need to be in an incredibly creative state to do a bunch of mixing. I just have to sit down and do it.
Right.
That's like the busy work.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between sitting down to write and sitting down to create.
Do you write every day?
I don't write every day. I do something every day. And it's not necessarily write. Sometimes I make a beat. Sometimes I produce. Sometimes I write a script that I'm working on. Sometimes I go and I like, you know, perform an improv show. I do something to connect with my creativity, but I try to do so many different things because I get bored. I get really bored of things.
Yeah.
So if I'm just doing one thing, it's always just like, God, I'm just doing the one thing.
Like creative people just tend to have that feeling of like, okay, I've been doing this for however long, I'm getting bored of it, gotta do something else, you know? And that's part of being a creative, is it doesn't always have to be writing every day, you know?
Exactly.
So that's part of that mindset.